Welcome back, Hopeful Tribe. Today we're going to talk about 3 questions about attracting your soulmate.
Yes, we are.
Excited?
I'm super excited as always.
You wanna you wanna ask the questions first?
Sure. All right, let's pull that up.
Okay.
Um, what's your soulmate vision, and which part's the most important to you?
Mm. Well, now my soulmate vision looks like this. But long ago, when Auntie Sue was very lonely, I just imagined somebody who's kind and loving and smart and made me laugh a lot, you know? Um, and sometimes in my dreams, I felt like I could hear you talking to me.
Wow.
That was so cool. But I didn't really know of all the things what was most important until about a year ago.
Hmm.
I narrowed it down and I realized that really I narrowed it down to 2 things. So the first thing was that I needed you to mostly be healthy because I just got off of raising a bunch of kids and I didn't want to have to be a full-time caregiver for a while, right? And then the next thing that was really important to me was that you be loving, like almost all the time, right? Like with human exceptions, of course. We can't be 100% loving all the time, but um I wanted to be someone who was striving to be because that was really important to me. And I realized that it's if those 2 things were true, then all the rest didn't really matter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All the rest would be fine. You know? But what I got was so much better than that. Like
Yeah.
I think it was important to have a vision and kind of realize what was most important in that vision, but what I got in reality was so much better than anything I could have imagined.
I think we can end right there. You
Yes.
sound like so.
So, what is your soulmate vision and which parts are most important to you?
Yeah. So I started working on my soulmate vision some years ago when my friend Louie, he told me that the way that he found his soulmate was he wrote down the 10 things that he wanted in a mate.
Mm,
And so I wrote down the 10 things that I wanted, and I can't even remember what the list was now, but I would keep it like, tacked up, and I wouldn't keep it so I could see it all the time, but I would keep it like maybe like behind the calendar or someplace where would always like be there. And I remember on the list were things like compassionate, kindness, generosity. I wanted us to be, um, you talk about being well aligned spiritually, I think. Um, I wanted us to be actually just well aligned emotionally and well aligned sexually. I just wanted kind of us to be sort of in alignment and of the same mind with things. So I put that up, and it was years. I just kind of like put it there. But I guess even though I wanted it, I was like not kind of doing things to get that person. But on the question was, what are the most important things? I think the most important for me were the kind and compassionate, and that was almost the anti what my previous relationship was. So I think that's why those were on my list. And much the way that you feel, I feel like I found more than I could have ever, thought, more than I thought I would ever find, um, so many years single, just thinking like, yeah, I guess I'll just, this is it. This is it. This is me alone. I found more than I ever thought I would. So, yeah.
cool.